Hey there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me for the next episode in our Ostriv adventure. Yes, we keep going, and we keep making the town bigger and bigger, and, well, hopefully better and better, but I'll leave that up to all of you, as we are building a house currently. Then we're going to build a well and another house, then we're going to switch over here to build another row house, and that is all in the queue. And for now, we just have to see if we manage to fix all the issues that we had with all of our food. Now, one of the things that got suggested to me, thank you Squid for suggesting it to me, is that we do have a bit of spoilage. It's probably going to be tough to see the spoilage for this year, but for instance with the cheese, last year we had a little bit of spoilage, like 150, and some other goods. We do get some spoilage here and there. Let me check. Apples, not really. Dried fruits, not really. I think mostly it was cheese and a few other products. And one of the ways to try and fix that could be to add market stalls, so you sell the extra goods that you have basically left over. But as we can see already, there is not a lot of stuff that perishes at the moment. So, I mean, if we go over this column right now, we can see that some fish perished and some cow hides perished. But that's because apparently they are not able to process it all. So that might be the bigger issue. And with the amount of fish that we have, it could be... fisheries that we have, it could just be that there's little leftovers in all fishing places, and then they just not able to dry them because, well, they can only dry in batches of 50. We have 3 here. If they all have 45 left, they can't make another batch, but there is over 135 that will be spoiling. So those are little issues that we also have to concern ourselves with. But it's also good to keep our eyes out for the spoilage and see what we can do about it. Well, one of the things we are trying to do with that is to make sure we start using more leather. Now, we can luckily see that in the graph here. We can see that we had a lot of leather stored. We started to sell some. We're also starting to use more. So, spent, you can see there's a rise in how much leather we spent, which is exactly what I'm trying to get. Because that means that we can make more shoes, and that in turn means that we make more money, and we use all the leather pieces. So one of the things we can do at the moment is just go over all the shoe places and see if they're all working. Now, they're all working very well, so we might just be able to sell some extra shoes if we get to it. Thing is, if we look at the... it's almost... well, it's not completely at its max, but that's about it. So might have to sell some good numbers of shoes soon. But other than that, I'm not too unhappy with the spoilage that we have at the moment. I mean, fish and cow hides is to be expected a bit, and all the rest is fine. So yeah, I'm good with that. See, there's just little bits and pieces that will spoil because they can't dry it anymore. Family settling in town, that's always good. Welcome, welcome. Come in, please. 3 people. Next house being built. So, I don't think at this point market stalls or adding market stalls is going to fix what we have. You can see out here, there's plenty of shoes there, and they're not buying them at the moment. So we don't... an extra shoe stall will not fix that. Will not make them sell more shoes. We just have an amazing shoe production, I guess. And we'll just leave them be with that, so that's good. What we could do is check out where we're building. Well, we're building a few houses here, not too many. And we could probably add a few houses here. Now, this is the city center, so I kind of want to go with regular village houses and not with more garden houses around this area. I think I'm going to leave this open, so we're going to start right here with extra housing. A little bit to the front, like this. Not too much, just a bit. And then we're going to add houses in a row here. This should make the the whole appeal of the city center appear bigger, which is nice. And I think if done correctly here, can even, oops, forgot to hold shift there. We could probably do a house like this to finish this little area off like that. Then that gives us room to build a well on the back here. Hopefully, yeah, it does. So it's not in plain sight and there are wells here, but I don't like this well, so let's go with the other one. This will save some space as well. So let's build a well out here for the houses. This should probably do the trick already. And then from here, since we already have a fence up, I'd like to continue the fence like this, so we start to kind of shape the road a bit. So now this is a fenced off area. Question is what we should place in here. Could probably just make a sitting place there in terms of a gazebo. There we go. Make it into a tiny little park, I guess. That adds a little bit of extra decoration and sitting place for the people, and the road will then go along here. And we can probably add another row of houses to create really the extra road there. So there'll be a way to expand stuff. Now, of course, I haven't forgotten about the spoilage. So every now and then we're going to check to see what's happening with the numbers of spoilage. We can see that the cow hides are still spoiling. We have a little bit of hay that's spoiled, which is interesting. I didn't know hay was sensitive to spoilage, but apparently it doesn't spoil, but it does. I don't know how that works, but okay. And we're just completely filled up with this. Oh, we need more bark here. Ah, that's an issue then. The hides are spoiling because we can't get enough bark in there. Okay, well, we have room for 5,000 bark in here. Let's just open up options here and tell them that they can also hire laborers by hand to fill this up. And we have to find a place close where we can get some bark. Now, there is one here, but it's not producing bark. And we're out of logs here because they have to travel quite far. It's actually nice that this whole area is clear now. I like that. Actually, what I'm thinking of right now is we get in a messenger, and yes, we can sell some clothing there, so let's do that. Is that all? Yes. Okay, let's keep it like that. That's okay. Maybe we can build a little bit of some forestry industry out here. For continuous production of wood and stuff. I mean, that would be nice. Just might not be the best spot to do that. So let's leave it open for now. I kind of want to find another place. I think getting some real forest industries will be something that we could use. Maybe we could do that out here. That would be the perfect spot for that. Where's the border? All the way up there. Okay. So we do have this guy working there. And why don't we tell this one to make some bark? Will they then start to do that? I don't know. Probably tell these to just produce a bit less wood and a bit less firewood so that we don't have to worry about that. And now they're creating bark. And then we can send the bark over to these, and once these get extra bark in... Oh, that might be that I'm not producing bark anywhere at the moment. That might be part of the problem. This one should now be able to get some bark. As well as this one. You know what? I'm going to tell these that laborers can just do the whole supply. Might just be good. Although I think most of the laborers are now busy in the farms. But yeah, all of a sudden they can get the bark that they need. So that's good news. These are now really producing good numbers of bark. So we'll leave that. But at some point we might be able to do a little forest industry here. Should we just set it up? I mean, we have the farm here. How nice would it be to get some forestry industry here? Let's just go along, plant trees. And make 3 zones of that. So let's just make it as big as possible, I guess. Oh, we can do 50 by 50. That's huge. If we can really do 50 by 50, that's a huge field of trees. Too long. I was kind of guessing that. 50... Yeah, that's not really as straight as I would like it, but... 50-50. Okay. That's 1 field. You know what? Let's just do 3 fields, and at the same time, we're going to build a forester here. That can work with it. Just 1. We'll put it in the middle. Oh yeah, we have to put this up kind of straight. Otherwise, it will not work so nicely. Too long, yeah. Okay. Slightly over there. I think this is better. Yeah, I'm a bit picky, I know, but I just want stuff to really be positioned quite well. Okay, that's field number 2, but you have to remove trees for that. You have to remove trees to actually grow a field of trees. Now, we might just see a lot of guys incoming here soon. At least we know where it's going to be now, so we can place that forester that we're going to use up here. Just rotate it so it faces the right way. And then this leaves room to build extra houses here and stuff. But once this is sown in, 305 trees we can take down. That'll be very good. Just wonder when they will go in and start to actually plant it, or won't they do that? Will we have to build this one? I'm going to move this one over. I want to get that done quickly. And that should help out getting rid of the spoilage of the hides. Now see, we need 1 extra set of hides. There's plenty of cow hides, so they should be able to just easily get those. This just needs a bit of extra bark, but that's all the rest of the bark. It needs 5,000. So as soon as 100 hides come in here, and they're on the way, they can start to tan. They can move on to the next matchup. Probably the issue was just the bark and not us producing too much leather. So that's another problem solved. We can sell 2,000 shoes there. We can sell charcoal there. We can sell a bit of clothing there. Oh, that's nice sales. Alright, that worked out well. Anything we need to buy? Well, not leather, although we're running a bit lower now. So, because of course the production halted. But that's okay. Do I want to buy some flour? No. Do I want to buy potatoes? No. Alright, this seems all good. Let's continue with this. But yeah, I would love to see them... did they already sow in at least 1 tree? No. Oh yeah, they did sow in a few trees right there. Cool. Well, that's going to take them a long time, so if we can get these guys up and running, that would help. And then... we fixed the problem, I think, with the cow hides going bad. It's just a matter of they need the bark, and we're producing bark now. So that is fixed, and we can immediately see that they're already picking up the next 5,000 bark. The hides are in, they just need to add the extra water in, and that's it. So this will soon be fixed. See, 5,000 is awaiting, so they're bringing in 5,000. Nice. New family settling in town again, always a good thing to see. So sometimes you can spot problems in your village by just going over the numbers. We can see we have a little bit of garlic spoilage, cow hides, but we already knew that. We have potatoes spoiling now, which actually is a good thing, because that means that we overproduce and we keep them in store for quite a while. We have no hungry families whatsoever, so it is getting spread around good enough. What we might check every now and then is the stall supply. So... this is where they sell the potatoes. They actually have potatoes on there, and they're not selling them all at the same time. If we see this, but we see that they're always reserved, then we need extra market space to sell them. Because then they just simply can't bring it in quick enough, and they will all just be sold all the time. If that is not the case, then they can bring in good amounts and big enough numbers, and we don't have to extend our market infrastructure yet. So those are all things to keep in mind. Now they're building a house. These guys are bringing in some of the stuff, I guess. These by the looks of it. This has everything, so they can finish this house. We can see how it looks here. This is now some sort of a street with a well. This will be a street with a well. And then we're going to the forestry. A row house. Nice. Do we have the bricks for that? Yes, very good. And after that, we can build the house up here. Let's see though. Yep, this house is done. And now we can continue the street this way at some point. Although these might have to leave at some point. What if we... No, I was thinking about generating some bark here too. But it might actually not be the best idea. Because that's a way longer travel than taking it from up there. So probably just leave it out there. Okay, the house is done. They should now all be coming this way. Look at how many builders we have. Crazy. Ooh, we can sell some extra shoes. Deal. Sell some extra charcoal. Deal. Now that's the maximum amount of deals, so we can't do any more exports. Now they're going to build this. 771 people. Oh, that's a lot. 295 trees left for planting. Should probably focus these guys just on the planting and not do anything else at the moment. Once that is done, they can do some forestry work. I think, at least that's how I look at it. We build a significant town. 1,200 people in it. Another new family settling in town. Messenger from Merefa. Oh, we can sell some lime. Buy lime. Can we buy some hemp? Do we need it? No. Do we need wheat? No. Okay. We buy honey? I don't think so, but well, you know, let's buy it. Can we sell some salt? Yes, we can sell some salt, and we have a lot in store, so let's just sell it all. See what happens. No. I also want to sell some iron ore. Let's do 2,000 and see what happens. Okay, let's lower these numbers to 0 and do add workers in here. And then I need to go into this one and do apply to all, and that's good. So that they will have the seasonal hiring on. But now these should just be focused on planting these, because they're not gathering anything, I think. So they will be the ones just focusing on planting here. See, planting a tree, they're all still going to work. And these will just go back and forth planting all those trees. Once that is done, we can tell them to gather some trees here as well, so that will go fast. And then we'll start out with these 2 fields, and then we get a third one, which we can then rotate. So these trees all need to grow before they can actually chop them. As soon as they are matured and we start chopping them, the others can still be growing. Once this one is emptied out, we can switch them over. They can then switch and start to chop this field while they plant this field, and this one still matures. So that's why 3 fields can be an optimal layout. Of course, I'm using huge patches. You can also do way smaller. That will also work very well. Kind of looks like we keep running out of hops. So if I take a look at how much barley we have 10,000 barley and we hardly have any hops. Can't fix it for this year, but I think some extra hops in the future won't hurt. So, yeah. Too long. Okay, well, you know what? We'll fix it on this. Like that. This is already growing, so that won't work. If we speed this up. I'm going to speed it up a bit, but yeah, extra hops will do us good in the beer production. Yeah, we need the hops to generate more beer. How much beer do we have now? 6,000. So we should be good for a bit, but we can get a lot more. Oh, look at this. They're really good at planting all these trees now. That's going pretty well. 271 left. It's quite a few trees, but this is my actual first forest industry in this whole map. We had to do so much clearing out of trees that never really occurred that we had to do that. But yeah, now we have to. Not enough to start a batch. I know. Plenty of iron ore in here. And they have everything, so they can keep building a lot of iron ore for us. Probably up this number to 10,000 to completely fill this storage up at some point. And let them take their time, it's fine. Still more inbound. I think our transporting system starts to work better and better. So we have a lot here, but they are actually transporting it. They're bringing in the wood all the time. Just having the extra hands available quite a bit is really helpful. I think all the farms should be ready. Quickly go over it. Yeah, all the farms are ready. Good. Wondering why we had so low numbers of people, but that's probably because they're bringing goods everywhere. Wagon shed's filled up. This one needs some tech to be replaced, but we have that, so that should not be a problem. And this one is filled up. So yeah, our 3 wagon sheds are good. Could be time for a 4th. We have one here already. This is a busy area. We have one in the middle of town, right here. We have one on this side of town. So if we build another one, might be a little bit in this area. Maybe we should put it next to this. This area might need some transporting, but I kind of want to keep it away from this area because this is the city center, and I don't think it'll fit in well there. Although it might fit in this area. We do have a lot of cart sheds there already, so that is a thing. But other than that... Ooh, what's this? We do have some open spots, but it starts to fill up a bit. So it's nice that we have a nice, cool, big graveyard, but looks like we have to add some more stuff to it. Oh dear, I wasn't really prepared for that. Pine trees, okay. Let's go grab the pine tree. Okay, it's gonna be hard, of course. If we want to attach these to each other, because there's already pine trees on one side. So, looks like we're going to have to these trees quite out a bit in order to place them there. Okay. Well, we'll have to take that into account. I just don't know how long this should be. We can probably count that. The entrance is here. And then this is like 1, 2. So you have the first one where you start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. If we go like this, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it adds 1 in, 8. So this is 8 columns. We stretch it, it becomes 9. So this is 8 columns, if I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should be it. But I think we have to do it like slightly 8. So let's go with this as a start. And then this should be the entrance, I guess. Let's try it. Now what I want to do is... yeah, too close to another tree, so that's a problem. But I still want those trees in. Would be smart of me to hold shift. So I still want to have those trees first. Then we'll put in the graves. So let's put in a row of graves. And I think we worked with 5 so far by the looks of it. 5, see? We also have to put the trees this side, of course. And I mean, the whole graveyard doesn't have to look exactly the same. So... oh, and this one is probably not in the right spot. Oh well, we'll leave it for now. Let's start adding a few graves in first. Have to rotate it a bit to actually make it fit. 1, 2, 3. We're actually going to do 4 in here. So yeah, this one will look a bit different from what we're used to. Oh, look, now that the tree is in, we can actually place it closer. Oh, then we just demolish these. It's funny because it's been a while since I placed these, and then you forget exactly how you did it and how you managed to fit stuff in. Because this is just such a big town. It's actually quite a complex build. There's stuff all over the place. Every episode, you change up stuff. Yeah, still won't really fit in 5 by the looks of it. Might have to give them slight overlaps in this case. So tends to get a bit smaller in here now. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's it. Okay, then we go like this. 1, 2, and same on this side. 1, 2. And we'll go like this. It's a pretty open field, so we can treat this pretty much as an open field. And the row house is already done, so that's interesting. Should this be it then? I think so. Remove. And remove. Because here is where the next wall comes in. Just to create the idea of the opening here. And then I think this should leave some space for a tree. Yes. But then it's too close to another tree. So we can just do these trees. Okay, that's fine. They put in some bushes. Looks like the dog grows bushes, but I'm not sure. So we'll just put in a few bushes wherever we can. Not a lot of places where we actually can, but... Here we go. Another graveyard area. Wow. Well, those trees still have to grow, but we expanded the graveyard, and I think it was right in time. New family settling in town. Ooh, we've built 2 of these houses already. Stuff's going way faster than I thought it would. We also built the corner house here. So that is working. Did we set up the store here? No, we didn't even set up the store here. Oh, boy. Now I feel horrible. Alright, let's sell buckwheat, potatoes, flour, and dried fruits here, because those are the most stuff that we do. I think I'm going to skip the flour and put in cheese. That might actually be a good one. And then, of course, we have to go clothing, warm clothing, and shoes. And then some firewood, I guess. Yeah, gotta learn the alphabet. Store. Let's do apply to all and apply to all. Okay. So this store is now set up. Should be getting in all the products and stuff, so that's okay. We could do this one for a bit and then turn it off later. We've built a new hop farm. Let's go into this one and do apply to all about the on and off seasons. We'll try to hire a few people soon that we don't really need because there's nothing growing here. But we at least get the extra hops in. Although, if you're asking me, we still need 1 or 2 extras because this is not going to cut it. But one thing at a time. Let's keep an eye on this store because you can see now they're really bringing in the big numbers for all of the products that we have. There's just no buckwheat probably. So we can't get that in. Yep, we're out of buckwheat. But we're getting to the harvest soon, so that's okay. No worries there. But they're already bringing a lot of these products in, so we can probably already take this off again. They don't have to hire any more, and they can now sell it all. That's good. Let me just do another hop farm out here. Let's press F1. Why not be prepared? So I think we're going to need 2 extra hop farms, so let's just build it. Let's make this as low as possible. Something like that. Alright, there we go. Let's move this over. I want to get it done. And then, yeah, see, these are now hiring. Let's get these out. We'll do this next year once everything is ready. because they're used better elsewhere. It says it's still growing. It depends on the when it was sown. Soon enough, it will change to harvest. Not a house ready here. Just a few more houses coming in. And then we will get to expand this street, maybe. I like developing this area. If we can get this area filled up, that will be so cool. So that's what I'm working on right now. Let's go along with this. Keep the street going a bit like that. Of course, can't do much in terms of that place yet. We could remove it probably, but I'm not sure if I already want to. There we go. That's 2 extra homes. Should we get rid of this one already? I mean, these two are... it looks like these two are doing a great job. Let's just destroy the logs so they can get more logs in. These two together can quickly tear down this forest, and then we can just remove it because we don't need them anymore. This is all open area, look at that. So, that's good. What's the problem here? Ooh, dried fruits, no workers to harvest. How come? That's where something went wrong. How did these all empty added up? Could be that there has been an update or two while I didn't fill them up probably. This is probably the first year. Yeah, these are the first years, so that's why. Okay, well, they should now get in the people. Do the harvest and then turn it into dried fruits. I'm going to do 2 in the off season to keep working on the dried fruits. Now, of course, most of them are not hired, so they should be able to get in. They're not working the farms, I mean, so they're not hired as laborers. So this should all be filling up soon. And, ooh, yep, they're bringing in the harvests now. Very good. Messenger from Dakachi, nice. Let's sell some extra shoes. We have plenty of shoes. Let's sell some extra charcoal. We have plenty of charcoal. Let's sell some extra clothes. We have plenty of clothes. Oh, good. Like this. We're almost out of leather now though, so yeah, let's buy a bit extra now. I mean, it's always cheaper to... If we buy this for 25 and we sell it for 32, that's nice. Still have to pay the workers and stuff, but in the end, I think we make a profit on it. Yeah, they should all make dried fruit, so that's good. Oh, bringing in a nice harvest here. I don't know why there's firewood in there, but it'll probably get out at some point. These done yet? 141 left. Look at that. They're over halfway in. But it's still a lot of work. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 guys doing this non-stop. And it's a lot of work taking a rest. So one gets to work. He gets in to plant a tree. Then he goes back. Plants another tree, I think. And then it's probably already resting time. Something like that. Might do 3 trees, but that's it. So if they all do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 21 trees in one full shift for every worker. So yeah, that's gonna take some time. Not that I mind, I mean it's fine, but these are harvesting. I think once the harvest is over, we're going to tell them to I think once August is over, that's probably it. So, yeah, July, August. Once August is over, we're going to tell them to staff everything. Because they won't get in anyways, because that's turned off. But then next year we don't have to look at it, and we get double the hop harvest. Now that the hops are coming in, these can really make new beer. Yay! Happy with that. As we keep building some houses here. This area starts to look more and more filled up with homes now. Which is good. 2 more homes, then the gazebo. Yeah, that's good. Now this is turning into the street. So if we want to build another house row of houses, should probably be like this. You should get a pretty wide street out here, I think. So let's just go a bit with it. See if we turn this into a pretty wide street, how that looks. really turning into a pretty wide street. But that also gives me the option to maybe plant a double row of trees in there, which will look nice. So that is something cool I actually want to try. Then we can continue this in here. Oops. Can't put another house in here because that will ruin the street idea. We can put something up here that will strengthen the idea of a street. And now we're going to go with some maple trees. And I know people will complain about this because syrup comes from the maple trees, and who plants maple trees in their town, and everything will be covered in the syrup, and it's just stupid. I know. I don't care. This is for aesthetics purposes. And I like these trees, so yes, we're planting them. I just want to have fun. Basically it. And I don't know if back in the day people would really care a lot about stuff coming out of maple trees. I mean, could be, but could also not be. I mean, why would they care? Streets were not as we know them today, and why worry about it? At least we get a double row of trees in. For the most part. Oh wow, they're fast. Putting the trees in. Ah, a new family got in, just married, so now they have to buy everything. Take their time for it. Oh, this market stall could be a little bit overwhelmed though. But by the looks of it, there's still products in here, so. Sunflower oil. We might change that over to potatoes then as well. And the beef and the dried fish and the meat. Yeah, and here we also have sunflower oil. Let's change that out for cheese again. See if we can get that in then. Do we have still cheese to spare? No, we don't even have cheese to spare anymore. So that's not actually the issue then. Well, we get some butter. How do you get butter? That's not good. Where's the dairy? Ah, this one is creating butter and smetana. I should not do that. Should just create cheese. That's what we told them to. Okay, well, they're all creating cheese now, so that's good. This should hopefully get us the surplus of cheese again that we're looking for. Now, these are now really working out well. If we take a look at our spoilage, we can see that a lot of cowhides spoiled by now. How much do we still have in stockpile? Well, quite a bit, so that's good. That's nice. So, could just go for extra tanneries then. With so many cowhides available. I mean, they're all tanning, and we still have a ton of cowhides available. So yeah, the best fix, up your production. You make a fulling mill. Oh, here, the tanner. I was looking at the wrong place. Okay. Well, let's just build another two. Follow the calls of the river a bit. Give them some platforms. And yeah. Maybe another storage. Although this still has room. I think it needs an extra storage. Quite a bit of extra storage, actually. Doesn't look like the storehouses can't keep up. Or the slaughterhouses, I mean. It's just that they have too much product in there. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's up this to 2,500. See if they will actually pick that up quickly then. They should. Although they're probably busy with the harvest, so that might not help. But yeah, let's get this storage spread over these 2 places, where one will focus on the salt, the lime, and the bark, and the other one on the cowhides and the leather, so that we can really store it. These can then continue working. And with the extra tanneries that we get, that should fix most of the issues. I think what we need to do, though, is make sure that we get these done as quickly as possible in order to fill everything up, really. But that is going to be for the next episode, because it is already 40 minutes in. Oh, yeah, dear. What's this? Oh, that's a new family that moved in, I think. I don't know. Should be able to buy enough stuff, though. See, there's plenty of food in here. Yeah, that'll all be fine soon. See, all the messages are gone already. So this is it for now, and I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section. I will respond to them. And then, of course, I hope to see you in a brand new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.